If you happen to have a Garmin GPS that does not have any kind of traffic reporting whatsoever, such as this model. This is a nuvi 42, never offered with traffic reporting. Even if I got a GTM 36 or GTM 60 traffic cord and connected it to this, it would power it, sure, and it would work, but the traffic wouldn't, because there's no traffic receiver capability in this whatsoever. Even so, is there a way to still avoid traffic with one of these even without traffic reporting? Yes. And all it takes is knowing two things. It's just common sense. I'm not being sarcastic by saying that. The common sense thing is just knowing times of the day and how to adjust your routing avoidances quickly. Now, I'll start with the routing avoidances first. In the majority of Garmin models, you would go to settings and then navigation, and then you have your avoidances. Now, right now, if anything that is checked is set to avoid. So right now I am not avoiding highways and toll roads. Now, what I would do is, let's just say I'm viewing the map. And I need to memorize how to get to that setting quickly, so I just do it. And I would do this like 10 times in a row, so I would just remember it. Say, okay, back, settings, navigation, avoidances, tap, okay, back, view. Just so I'd know how to do that as fast as I could. And then I do it again. Back, settings, navigation, avoidances, tap, okay, back, view. Kind of ridiculous, kind of funny at first, but believe me, it's good to know this. That's the first thing to learn. The second thing to know, and this is the common sense part, is simply to avoid the rush hours. Now, generally speaking, at least in the United States, this is the way it works. The worst times to be on the road, especially in city environments and highways, is 7 to 8 a.m. That's the morning commute rush hour. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's actually a little shorter than that, but we'll just say 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's the lunch rush. And then the evening commuter hour, generally speaking, is 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. Say, for example, it's 10 in the morning and I need to go somewhere. I would just leave this as is. I would just go and check back, settings, navigation, avoidances. Okay, I'm not avoiding highways and toll roads. I'm okay. 10 in the morning, need to go somewhere. It's on a weekday. Yep, no problem. I'll go. And I won't adjust anything. However, let's just say it's 4:15. It's after 4 p.m. Oh, yes. Avoid that. I avoid, hit OK, back. Then I go to where to, select the destination, and I go. Yes, I would make it mandatory that every single time I turn this on and I'm about to go somewhere, I always do settings, navigation, and check to see if I have these avoidances set or not. Now, let's just say it's early in the morning, 5 in the morning. Clear, fine. Don't need to avoid. But if it was 7 to 8, oh yeah. Please avoid, thank you very much. Now, will this always get you out of traffic? No, because nothing in life is guaranteed. That much is true. But most of the time, honestly, that if you just mind those 3 time periods of the day, 7 to 8 a.m., 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., if you mind those times of the day, yes, you can avoid most of the traffic. Here's something else you can do too. You can set, if you have trip data fields, or you can just, as a matter of fact, just touch the speedometer, because it will give you the same information. When you start a journey, If you're not exactly sure when you're going to get there, but you want to know the time of arrival, you can either set it as a trip data field if you have it. If you don't, after you start the navigation, even before you start driving, just tap the speedometer and it'll be one of these fields over here. You'll see, it'll say estimated time of arrival, and it will show it there. So for example, if you're leaving at 3:30 p.m. and you're not sure if you're going to get there at 4:15, well, that's how you check. You go over to, you start the route, and then you check with this trip computer. I'm sorry, I should have said that the right way the first time. The trip computer, which is what this is. So that is how to do it. If to avoid, not all the time, most of the time, to avoid traffic with no traffic receiver, with no traffic data whatsoever. First, understand how to quickly set your avoidances, and then just know the times of the day. Just look at the clock. Either a clock in your car or the clock right on your GPS, which is on the Where To screen. And if you have the trip data fields, you can have it here too.